Holy crap. How am I saying, man? That is too crazy. I tried to no scope, but my aim's off. I almost died to that fucking bot.
I think you really gotta go. I got a feeling that I can't
This old man has been kicked out of his house by his wife, and instead of apologizing, he cleverly decided to build a cabin he can live in using old wooden pallets. But he has to be extra careful that he doesn't use a pallet that has termites, or his whole project will collapse when it's hit with a gust of wind. He has the foundation, the walls, and even the roof set up. It's really starting to feel like home already. But he's not satisfied with just a cabin. He decides he wants a little garage next to his cabin as well. Now he moves on to the interior, and with a bit of drywall here and there and a touch of white paint, he gets it looking like a 4-star hotel room. This is truly a master of many skills at work. But he can't live here with a floor that's full of holes, so he gathers some materials and quickly solves.
This mum yelled at her son because he was coughing so bad and didn't know how to drink his medicine. But when someone knocked on the door, she quickly pushed her son inside and told him to stay quiet in his room. Then she...
This kid made a big mistake when he said this.
Okay, when I hit 200,000 followers, I'll do whatever the top comment says on this video and post it.
The top comment has 3.5 million likes and is the most liked social media comment ever. And it says, fly to a small town in Thailand, get accepted by their people, learn the language, train Muay Thai for a year and a half, fight in a tournament, win the tournament, return to the USA and join the UFC, stay in shape and go undefeated in your weight class, retire, and do an interview saying this comment was the reason you fought so hard. Even one of the best Muay Thai fighters...
These guys are getting punched for a core strength test.
Hey man, can I help you? I know she just moved in.
These cops failed to articulate a clear probable cause to search this guy's vehicle. So instead, they called a canine and apparently caused him to false alert to justify their actions.
I can do it again, but you're gonna need to stop talking so I can explain it to you.
Go ahead.
I also need you to put the phone down. So I don't agree to be recorded, so.
This is my First Amendment right.
It's not, actually.
You...
If there's probable cause of alien smuggling, we're allowed to actually pull you out of the car and search your vehicle. Okay, so we can look in it?
No, you cannot. That's my Fourth Amendment right.
Canine, which means you're gonna have to stay here for a couple hours.
You have the right to refuse the search of the vehicle, but we have the right to call a canine.
How can you feel good about yourself, huh?
Where is he? In there? Okay.
What'd you do? Dude, that was fucking bull. You pointed to it. Your dog did not alert.
That before I...
You motherfucking liar, dude. You're a scumbag.
Then they searched the car and found nothing. These cops
A pilot thought this was a man stranded on an island. However, when he got closer, he saw what it actually was and was horrified. Just 3 weeks ago, Darrell Brake was a man from Maryland and loved to fly his private plane, especially over the scenic coastline. However, this day, he decided to fly out over the ocean and away from the coastline. He had never noticed how beautiful the ocean was from his plane, and he was having a great time. The day prior, there was a big storm, so Darrell wondered what remains he would see after the big storm had passed, and that's when he noticed something alarming. There was debris of a shipwreck on the water. There were pieces of the boat floating around on the waves. Darrell became concerned and flew closer to the water, but saw no signs of any people. He then thought about it and realized they must have washed up on an island nearby. Darrell only knew of one island less than a quarter-mile away. He promptly turned his plane and flew close to the island. There looked to be a man washed up on the beach. Darrell quickly lowered his plane and started to fly close. A pilot thought this was a man stranded.
When this mom went to her son's school to pick him up early, she went into the class and sat right beside him as they were listening to a story, and he had no clue that she was there, with even this kid thinking stranger danger, looking pretty worried that there may be a random woman behind him recording. This went on for a long time of him still not realizing, and she even went to rub his head, but still, nothing, just so locked into the story. But after a while longer, he finally turned around and saw her, and his reaction was worth the wait. When this mom went...
This Fisher hooked something insane, and you won't believe what it was. You can see that he is pulling the box with all his strength because he knew that there was something off and that he had to bring it into the boat. After taking a look on the crate, he saw that it was a super rare blue lobster, having only 50,000 of them in the whole world. And if this guy sold this lobster, he actually could get millionaire. But I was on my way to work this morning when a police officer pulled me over. He approached the car and said, "Hey, sir, are you high?" I said, "No. What kind of person smokes at 8 a.m.? He said, "All right, if you answer my next question correctly, I'll let you go. You're driving late at night and you see two headlights coming towards you. What is it?" I replied, "It's a car, of course." The police officer continued, "Yes, but what is it? Is it a Toyota, a Honda, or a BMW?" I started to get confused. "Now, how the hell am I supposed to know that?" He says, "Okay, then you're high." In my head, I was thinking this officer was crazy. Then he said, "I'll give you one more chance. You have one headlight coming toward you. What is it?" I said, "A motorcycle, of course." He said, "Yeah, but is it a Yamaha or a Kawasaki?" I wanted to Kawasaki this dude in his jaw. I said I didn't know, and he claimed I was high again. I said, "All right, let me ask you a question. Imagine you're driving down the street, and you see a lady on the side of the road with fishnet leggings and a short mini skirt. Who is it?" He smiled. "She's for the streets. She's a I replied, "Yeah, but is she your mother, your daughter, or your wife?" Was on my way to work this...
This man kept spewing water incessantly. His teammates were incredibly shocked as the water wouldn't stop flowing. The man was on the brink of suffocation. Soon, he was rushed into the operating room. The doctor examined his body and made an incision in his throat. Inserting a tube, water continued to spray out from the tube, making it impossible for him to breathe. The doctor proceeded to draw blood from the man, but it also turned into water transparent. With no other options, and after struggling for a while, the man passed away. His teammates were deeply saddened. The doctor decided to investigate the cause. She observed the man's watery blood under a microscope. Then, she pricked her own finger, mixing the blood together. The blood split into the droplets, then kept dividing rapidly. The doctor, alarmed, stepped back. They sprayed a cooling mist on the blood until it turned into ice crystals, finally stopping the division. It turned out that water would cause blood to split. The man's eyeballs had been infected by water droplets, causing continuous division of water within his body. This man kept...
Oh, hey, 3 o'clock. The skateboarder's about to grab that woman's bag.
Swing and a miss.
Tim!
Man, are you hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Control 7 Adam 19. Show me on a traffic collision at Melrose and Gardner.
This 15-year-old barber gives his friends haircuts in school because when he found out that his family didn't believe in his dreams, he decided to execute them at school to prove them wrong. He brings a backpack and there's no books inside, but instead it carries all his equipment, clippers, a light, his cape, and he gets straight to work. He did it in the middle of class too. His classmates watch him as he cuts hair, and some even laugh at him and make jokes. Teachers try to stop him from doing his job. Despite all the distractions and haters, he stays focused. He keeps cutting, ignoring the noise. Look at that insane zigzag in the back. Not gonna lie, he's getting bro crispy. But the end result is even crazier. If you think he's pulling after this, subscribe. This 15-year-old barber gives his...
This man is going to buy a pineapple while riding his bike.
Quanto que é um abacaxi? Eu vou dar o dinheiro aqui agora. Não, vamos andando. Vou pegar aí só, vou te mostrar. Vai.
He was determined to get that pineapple, and so he did.
Eu vou pegar um aqui.
and got frostbite. Here's the 3 stages of frostbite and what to do. Stage 1, frost nip. Skin is slightly pale and will have a stinging pain and become numb. When the skin thaws, you will not get blisters. Stage 2, superficial frostbite. Skin looks white and waxy and feels firm when you touch it. It will have a stinging pain and become numb. After thawing, skin will be red. Blisters will form within 2 hours. Stage 3, deep frostbite. Skin looks white or bluish white, and after thawing, skin will become black or blue and will have blisters. Okay, here's how to treat it. Take the body part, place it in warm, not hot, not cold water, and continuously add warm water. The pain will be intense. Rewarming is complete once the body part is warm to the touch and red and has sensation again. Next, because frostbitten skin is vulnerable to infection, take a bandage roll and wrap around each finger several times.